Hey, what's up, Turtle Riders? Let's all mosey on in here. Welcome aboard. Let me give everyone a minute, everyone a chance to come in. Give them a minute. Let me get this podcast set up and we'll get ready to rock. Welcome. All right, some people are starting to come in here. That's good. All right, David's here. Excellent. Whew. All right, here come people. All right, we're ready to rock. Let me get this one started in 1 sec. And here we go. Let's do it. I like Turtles Remix. Here we go. I like turtles. All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? Welcome back to Uncle Turtle Boy's Late Night Garage Podcast. As you can see, we're moving up in the world in the Turtle Boy Studios. We now have a banner. This thing's awesome. I literally just picked this up right now, so we're ready to rock out. Thank you for that one, Eddie and Randy. I really appreciate it. That was fantastic. I think it looks great. So, anyway, this episode is brought to you by actually our good friends over at Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. They're back, folks. All right, a little hiatus. Glad to have Garage Doors Plus back on the Turtle Wagon. All right, if you have one of those old rickety garages, I feel bad for you that you have to get out of your car like you're Fred Flintstone and walk over. And by the way, this is really distracting. I can't stand on my glasses. Look in there, but I can't see shit out. That's the conundrum. So if you have one of those old rickety garages where you have to get out like you're Fred Flintstone and walk over your garage door, open it up, get back in your car, drive back into the garage, right? Then get out of your car, then put the garage down. It's time to get with the times, folks. All right. Call our friends up at Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. My buddy Chris and his crew will come over to your house that day. They will give you an estimate, a quote that is going to blow your doors off, no pun intended. And trust me when I say you're going to want to hire him that day, and he's going to get it done that day. And he's going to give you a nice turtle discount, nice sort of price. Make sure you mention Turtle Boy and that we sent you there. They love to hear that stuff, and it's going to change your world. All right, or if you need it repaired, if you got a garage door, the clicker's not working anymore, give them a call. All right, Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. You can find them online at gdplus.com. All right. With that said, I have shared the link to this. All right, I can't see shit now. I have shared the link to this on the Clarence Woods Emerson Facebook page. I would appreciate it if you guys could share that link. Let people know we are live out here. I see some people streaming in, but I'd like to see even more, and that would be great. All right, so let's get started with some things. So I wasn't broadcasting week. We had a little family vacation, but I was obviously keeping up with everything. I work through vacations. I don't really take vacations. But obviously I want to talk about this story out of West Springfield in New Hampshire that happened last week that you guys all saw. It was the terrible story of 7 wonderful people, many of whom are Marine veterans on motorcycles, who died tragically last Friday, the Friday before last. They're on a ride, and all of a sudden, a truck pulling a flatbed kind of intersects in the road, blocks them, and they drive into it, and 7 of them die. Now, when it first happened, when I was like first thinking, like, I feel terrible for this driver. Like, imagine having to live with that. And then they announced the driver was 23 years old, and I'm like, well, that's even worse. I mean, some fucking kid, you know. And they said the name. It's like, oh, he's probably some hardworking immigrant, you know, Russian guy. You can't even pronounce his name. You feel bad for him. And then the truth starts coming out. We see, I have a mutual friend who is a Russian lady, big Turtle Boy fan. And she is really upset that, like, this guy has kind of brought shame upon the Russian community. Doesn't like that. And this guy, it turns out, as she's let us know, everybody knows about this guy. He's like a known heroin addict, cokehead, real mess. They could see this coming from a mile away. And she informs us of some stuff that, and this is the shit that the media doesn't get that we do. And that's what makes us, no matter who it is out there, there's a turtle rider that knows them, right? Or knows of them that can give us the dirt. And she gives us the dirt on this scumbag. And it turns out he's been arrested for DUIs many times before, drug arrests. He's been arrested in like 5 different states. We also find out that he literally had a DUI last month in East Windsor, Connecticut. Last freaking month. Before that, in February, he was driving trucks for this company in Texas. And then in January, after the DUI, he tips a freaking truck in Texas, and that's what causes him to lose his job. Now he's got gets a new job with some other Russians in West Springfield. Some guy named D'Artagnan. A company called Westfield Transport. Now, obviously, they're a big problem here. Westfield Transport has so many violations against them for drivers who can't speak English because they apparently only hire Russians. For bad inspections, like non-functional trucks, problems with the equipment, problems with drugs. People have been found on them. They're just complete scumbags, right? This operation, they'll hire anybody who's Russian. It's very clear at this point. And I don't want to stereotype here because I like Russian people, right? However, Russian people are known to be a little bit sneaky. It's like their thing. And it seems like these, like, oh yeah, come on, man. You come in the door. Yo, you good countrymen. You come in here. We have 2 shots of vodka and you drive truck. You'll be fine. In Russia, police car, they hide in the bush. In America, no big deal. And that seems like the kind of Mickey Mouse operation they got going on there. And it's fun and games and all until 7 people are killed. Jesus Christ. So, obviously, they're a big problem in all this, that shady operation, and the fact that this kid, when you see him in court, and you see the Baytown police release a video of him in February, Baytown, Texas, outside of Houston, in February. You guys watch that video? He's all fucked up in that video. He can't even, he's like talking, I'll pull it up in a sec, but, he's all talking in the video about, like, let me see if I can find it. I'm a little rushed here. Let's see where it's at. Here it is. Okay. He's in this Denny's, right? And he's acting all messed up in the Denny's, and he's clearly on something. And they feel the need to call the police because he's so fucked up. So I'll play some audio of this, and you guys can hear. You won't see the screen. I can turn it around, I guess. Let me pull this. Come on. I'm on. Flip a computer. Maybe I'll flip it around.
What's up, man? Yeah. What you got? Okay. shit. Scared? I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm just like tired and I need to go to sleep. Like, I didn't sleep like the whole day. I've been working. I'm a truck driver. My truck is parked outside. My team driver is supposed to be waiting for me so I can leave and drive tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Look at him. He can't keep his hands straight. He's dancing all over the place. Look at this. He's doing the disco.
What'd you take today, man?
Excuse me?
What did you take?
I didn't take anything.
Look at him.
I just need to sleep. Like, I didn't sleep.
Okay.
I'm really tired.
You're not tired at all. You're fucking dancing and shit.
What are you on? Yes. You take any kind of drugs or anything?
No. Like, we just had a drug test.
Oh, okay.
Almost Monday. We had a drug test. No, Tuesday. I came Monday.
Oh, okay. So you took a drug test last week, so you can't be high right now. Gotcha.
Here with anybody? Yeah, I'm telling you.
Stay still real quick.
Who are you here with?
Take a hit him.
You know you're a douchebag if you were in headphones like that, too.
When's the last time you smoked meth? Do any coke?
Look at him.
You're on something, man. Your pupils are dilated.
Look at him. Look at his hands.
What did you take? I just want to know what you
Look at
took.
his hands.
I was working the whole day today. I'm sorry, but
Anyway, they search him and they find a freaking crack pipe. So, wonderful person right there. Now, he drove there in a truck and he's driving home. Trucks are like dangerous weapons. They can kill lots of people. You should have to be like specially trained. It's almost like you should have a license for that. Almost like we should have something called a CDL for that. Oh, wait. Those exist already. Good thing. We already have those. Right? Somehow this shithead got a CDL. How can you explain that one to me? Explain that one to me. He's drunk all the time. He's got DUIs and drug arrests. Keep in mind, this guy got arrested 3 days after he killed a bunch of people. He's at the beach the next freaking day. His sister, Natasha, or whatever her name is, posts a picture of them at the beach. He looks high, like he didn't just kill 7 people. Right? And he's got 3 days to get rid of any evidence. He can't even do that because he's too much of a fucking drug addict. Unbelievable. Now, here's my question. How did he get out of there? How did he get out of there? How did the New Hampshire State Police not arrest him on the spot? I mean, you're telling me he wasn't fucked up when he crashed into these people? Of course he was. If he gets off because of that, he better not. He killed 7 people. I mean, they're going to be looking for blood with this piece of shit. They're going to be looking for blood with this piece of shit. So, and rightfully so. I mean, and people are talking about, should he be deported? I was on a Cooner Report talking about this last week. They're like, should he be deported? No, he shouldn't be deported. No. I don't trust their Mickey Mouse prisons. Right? I'm sorry, I don't trust these countries. I don't. You're not going back to Ukraine, buddy. You're sitting in an American prison. And quite frankly, I don't know how the New Hampshire's court works, but I assume it's better than Massachusetts courts. So put him there. Right? And as much as this kid's a shithead and all that stuff, the bigger problem here is the system that allowed this to happen, right? Because he's a drug addict. They are what they are. The bigger problem is the company that gave a drug addict a job to drive trucks around, and then the RMV, who somehow gives them a CDL to drive these trucks, despite the fact that this happened in Connecticut. He got a freaking DUI a month ago. Now, the RMV says, oh, well, we didn't know. They didn't call us. They didn't call you. They call you every time somebody has a seatbelt violation that they haven't paid their $90 for. Are you kidding me? Of course they called. These are just corrupt organizations. And our governor, of course, gets a pass from the media. No politician in the history of Massachusetts has ever had their asshole licked by the media quite the same way as Charlie Baker. I mean, is there anybody who gets a free ride more than him? No. The state police scandal, DCF scandals. This bullshit. Where is he during this? Instead of coming home, he's in freaking London at a conference about windmills and shit. Windmills. And he wants to stay till Saturday and wants the Red Sox get their ass kicked. Jeez Louise. Now, Jeff Cooner is organizing a rally on the 13th I'm going to be going to that. Right, I gotta speak to him about the details. I'm going to be going to that, though. And I don't know what they're going to be rallying for, but somebody's got to be held accountable for this. Rallies actually work. This is what the left is really good at, is rallies, right? All you got to do is have a rally, and these people start paying attention to you. When it's online, nobody listens to you. When it's a rally, all of a sudden it makes the news. So that's going to be that. That story is just enraging, man. It's absolutely enraging what these people got away with. Let's see what people are saying about that. I think he was legal. I mean, he's illegal. I think he was on a green card. We're going to find out more about that as time goes on, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyway, that story's enraging. Another story that's really enraging me the other day was the story of Andy No. Did you guys see this one? Out of, yes, Kathleen, the high-ranking member, the head of the R&V did resign. She probably got paid $150,000 a year. Now she's going to find some other job for $150,000 a year. That's all these people do. You think she would have quit her job if she didn't have another one lined up? If Charlie didn't have someone else lined up for her? Charlie gave her that job. So, yeah. These people, nobody's going to be... And the people that... She didn't actually make the decision to give this guy a CDL. Who are the people that made this decision? They're not going to lose their jobs. So, anyway... Yeah, she'll get a pension. Nothing's going to happen to them. These people are fucking douchebags. Anyway, speaking of douchebags, there's this reporter that a lot of people should know about named Andy No. Back when I was on Twitter, he was I used to enjoy following him. Asian guy, really great investigative, independent journalist. And he lives in Portland, Oregon, which is like the hotbed of social justice activists. Portland is like another world, man. The whole city has been taken over by Antifa. Go watch some videos that Andy No's been documenting for a while now. Literally the entire streets are, whenever they want to have a protest, they just shut the streets down. Anqueefa. And somebody asked me what Anqueefa is the other day. Anqueefa is just a bunch of, literally all they are a bunch of virgins who kind of come together under the collective fact that none of them can ever have sex with a woman. And they all dress in black and cover their faces because their stepdad, Jeff, drank the last of the Mountain Dew. And they're really upset about it. And they don't like that their mom moved into this guy's house. They're all rebelling against that shit. They're all pussies. None of them could ever get in a fight. If anybody you watching this fought any Anqueefa one-on-one, you kick their ass. That's why they need to fight in groups and put on all this armor. And they call themselves Antifa because it's supposed to be short for anti-fascist. Ironically, they use the exact same tactics as Nazis, right? As fascists. They literally go around just beating people who are peaceful and, nonviolent. And of course, who are the fascists, right? The fascists are whoever they say is a fascist, which is always conservative people, always. They don't like the media either. They don't like people who cover their bullshit. We've seen countless reporters attacked by these thugs. And it's a left-wing thug organization that has been embraced by the left, right? That's been embraced by the mainstream left. Chris Cuomo, right? Or Don Lemon. They've both said nice things about them on CNN. Like, what? This organization exists to cause violence. And they've embraced them. And that kind of tells you the status of where the Democratic Party is at today, right? That is a big... They don't want to upset their base because a significant part of their base is Antifa and approves of what Antifa says. I've been disgusted. So, anyway, they're at this rally against the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys is like some bullshit. It's like the right-wing version of Anqueefa, right? Just a bunch of douchebags, a bunch of racists. They go out and they take to the streets. I mean, these people have too much free time, man. Who the hell has free time to do this shit? I got kids and shit. I don't have time for that. And, of course, Anqueefa doesn't like them, so they're going to show up, shut that shit down, with all their bats and stuff. And Andy No has been documenting Anqueefa for a while. He's clearly right-wing, and that's okay, because it's okay. People have opinions and, biases or whatever. That's his thing. But he's very good at what he does. He was all over the Jussie Smollett thing. That's when I first really started getting into him, was Jussie Smollett. He was all over Jussie Smollett. And after Jussie Smollett, he pissed off the left because he started documenting fake hate crimes, right? He started literally making a list of all these reported hate crimes that caused all these problems and got all this attention, and they all turned out to be fake, and they got no media coverage after it turned out to be fake. His point was that Jussie Smollett is just another one of these, right? This is not rare. That's why the left hates him, because he exposes their bullshit, right? He doesn't make anything up. He just documents it. And he happens to live in the worst city in America, so he sees a lot of it, and that's why they hate him even more. So he goes to these rallies knowing that Antifa doesn't like him, but he's literally like a 5'5" Asian dude, and he's gay, by the way. This guy should be literally the poster child of the left. Works in the media, minority, gay. Doesn't matter. This idea that the media likes minorities or gay people is just bullshit. It's complete bullshit. They only like liberals. That's the only thing they like. Nothing else matters. They like you as long as you're a good, person of color that stays on a plantation and doesn't become conservative. Then you're Candace Owens and they hate you, right? Or then you're Milo and then they hate you. They fucking hate you, right? So I've never seen a bigger fraud. The left is so fucking fraudulent, man. We saw it in the debates last week. These people are so full of shit. They really are. So anyway, yeah, people are telling me about Proud Boys aren't racist. Honestly, I've done no research into them. Maybe they're not racist. I know nothing about them. All I know is Gavin McInnes, who's one of their founders, wants nothing to do with them anymore because they've taken such a radical turn in whatever direction that they're going that I have no time to give a shit about the Proud Boys. But anyway, what my goal with so they have this video and they see Andy Ngo there, and they literally kick the shit out of him, like 12 of them, right? They throw milkshakes at him. This is how it all starts, with milkshakes. This has become all the rage in England. There's people like Nigel Farage and these conservative British guys who are part of Brexit. They all start getting milkshake thrown at them. Tommy Robinson, by these radical leftists. And the media cheers it on. Yeah, milkshake them all, a bunch of fascists. It's okay. When you dehumanize a group of people and their opinions, conservatives, right? They're no longer worthy of basic human consideration. So of course you milkshake them because they're not human. You can literally do this, and it's funny, right? It's not assault, it's funny to them. And this has become civil for them. This is insane. And it started to come to America too. And this is Antifa's new thing. So they're throwing milkshakes at this poor guy. And it's reported by the police that they are mixing in elements of cement, quick drying cement in them too. And in this video, these guys kick the shit out of him, right? He leaves there. He's got a brain hemorrhage and shit now. He's having cognitive problems. It's terrible, terrible. And I was just so incensed when I saw this. And I was more incensed by the amount of people that are standing up for them. It's fucking disgusting. Oh, but that's what you get. Oh, you want me to feel sorry for the Nazi? Andy Ngo's a fucking Nazi? Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Because he documents Antifa? He's a Nazi? Are you kidding me? Fuck these people. I'm sorry. There's a thing called peacetime conservatives and wartime conservatives. I'm a wartime conservative. I have no fucking time for this bullshit anymore about playing nice with these people, right? These people have declared war, and that's fine. I like war, okay? I'm a wartime conservative, right? So if you want to fucking declare war, I'm going to declare war on you, right? I want to know. Send me names, please. Send me names of every fucking because nobody cares about people in Portland, and people in this blog who read this blog, they don't give a shit about Portland, right? They care about Massachusetts and New England though. So if you know anyone who is involved in this organization, they're all guilty. Antifa should be outlawed, right? The Democrats aren't going to do shit about them. How many, of the 20 Democrats who got up on that stage last week and had a debate, how many have condemned Antifa since this violent attack? How many? Let me see how many people can get it right. First one to get it right, I shout your name out. How many people got this? How many of the 20 Democrats running for president have condemned them? It's not zero. It's not zero. It's one. It's one. Right? The only one that had the balls to say something is Andrew Yang, who happens to be Asian as well. And they don't let Andrew Yang talk, right? He talked for 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the debate. So it's disgusting. These people can't even condemn this. These are the same people that, I mean, Charlottesville, you name it. They're all over it. Anytime Trump even said, or Sarah Huckabee Sanders, like, shits on Jim Acosta, it's, oh, they're attacking the media. Well, here's the media actually being attacked by left-wing activist supporters. And where are they? Right? The Portland police are being told to stand down. You know why? Because the mayor of Portland is also the police commissioner. How is that not a conflict of it? That's insane, right? What Trump should do is literally send the National Guard into there and take over the fucking city. Occupy it. That's how things used to work, man, in the civil rights era. And that's what I love about the civil rights era. That's what I loved teaching about the civil rights era. Because it was literally army occupation of the South. These motherfuckers in the South, they wanted to beat black people with baseball bats because they rode on buses. And they were allowed to ride on buses at this point. They were allowed to sit at the counters. And they beat the shit out of, okay? Jesus, fuck this guy. Anyway, these anqueefa shit, did that get interrupted because this guy don't call me anymore, Jeff. Anyway. Where was I with this? What was I talking about? Yeah, the mayor is the police chief and the mayor. And so he tells them to stand down. He tells them to stand down. Now, I kind of blame the Portland police too. Because it's like, what kind of cop are you? Right? I mean, what kind of job is that? That you're signing up for this job and then your boss tells you not to do your job. So get a new fucking job, dude. You're a cop. You can get a job anywhere. Be a real fucking cop. Portland cops aren't real cops. They're fake cops. They're mall cops. And that's why we need real cops in there. Trump needs to send in the fucking army, the National Guard in there, right? Fucking nationalize the Oregon National Guard, have them take over. Enforce law and order. Antifa, from this minute on, is documented as a terrorist group, and they'll be treated like one until this threat is minimized, right? You cannot cover your face in public. Those days are over. The only reason to do that is to cause violence anonymously. Those days are over. You do not have a right to do that, right? If you do that, we crack skulls, right? And notice they never do this. Antifa never does this in a concealed carry state, do they? Because it's only a matter of time till one Second Amendment dude shoots him in the fucking head. And you know what? That's going to be a great day for America. And that's what I mean by these people have declared war. Like, I'm ready to fight and shit. I'm not a fighting guy. I'm ready to fight in Antifa. All right? Because you know why? Because they're fucking pussies, man. And they think they're hard. And nothing pisses me off more than some little pussy who thinks he's hard. Nothing. So, I want to know, but I'm not like a violent guy. What I have, my weapon is the blog. So, please, send me names. Give me names of anyone local associated with Antifa. Because guess what? Guess what? They're going to grow out of this phase one day. They're going to grow out of it. And they don't get to walk away from this and pretend like they weren't a member of a terrorist group. That's not how this works. That chick that went over from Alabama, she went and joined ISIS. You're stuck there now. You don't get to come back here. There's no, oops, I was just going through an ISIS stage. I was just going through an Anqueefa stage. No, you're fucked for life now. I'm going to ruin your life. Okay, I'm going to make it sure that when anybody Googles your name, you'll never get a job again. That's my goal. Like, I want to make that clear. A lot of people are like, oh, you're so mean-hearted. You want to hurt people. Yes, I do. I'm very fucking mean-hearted. I'm very cruel, right? If you fucking do this, if you beat people up in the street, I'm going to ruin you. I'm not like this to everyone. I'm not like this to everyone. But I'm going to ruin your life. That's my goal, right? I want to embarrass you. I want to embarrass your parents. I want to bring shame upon you because you get away with this shit anonymously. So please, send me Anqueefas, guys. I'll do an Anqueefa of the day, an Anqueefa of the week. I want to ruin their lives. Ruin their lives. That is my goal, okay? Ruining them. Destroying them, right? So anyway, I think the next time we might see Anqueefa, guys, is the Straight Pride Parade. That's going to be interesting. Now, I have no interest in the Straight Pride Parade. I think it's silly, and I think even the organizers of it understand that they are trolling, right? The Straight Pride Parade is nothing but organized trolling, because, I mean, what are we proud of? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I proud of? I like chicks, yeah. fucking pride and shit. I don't have any pride in that. It's what comes naturally. I like chicks, right? So nobody's really proud of that, right? And the reason that gay pride is necessary and still exists today, even though they have full rights, is that no matter what you do, I mean, admit it, when you have kids, right? You don't have a son and like think about like, oh man, I can't wait till he grows up. And when you envision his wedding day, you don't envision another man standing there, do you? That's not what comes naturally. And it will never be what comes naturally to you. My point here being, you'll always need to come out of the closet, right? Gay people will always have that. And it will always be difficult. It will always. Because you will be not destroying your family, but you will be, it's hard, man. It's fucking hard. It is. I don't care who you are. It's fucking hard. And so that is why I think pride is a good thing, is that like it lets people know, yeah, dude, it's cool if you are. You know, it's cool. You shouldn't, it's like, it's not necessarily pride in that it's like the opposite of shame. Like you have nothing to be ashamed of, right? And so there's really no need for a straight pride rally unless you're just trolling the left. And that's all this is just trolling the left. And you know what? I'm okay with that too. I like trolling. So I have a feeling anqueefa will be down there. And so that's where I'll be there too. I will be there too, looking for anqueefas. So watch out, folks. Anyway, what are people saying? They're just sick of hearing about gay pride. Yeah, I mean, that's all this is. This is just a right-wing reaction to, you know, they do shove pride in your face. Like, let's be honest, right? It's become so mainstream. And that's what makes that bullshit that happened at that restaurant so fake, right? That guy didn't get a letter at his Beverly restaurant. That was all made up, right? It's so widely accepted to accept gay pride that no one would ever do that. No one. Anyway, Milo is the keynote speaker. Of course, exactly. A gay guy is the fucking grand marshal of this fucking parade. Okay, Joelle, whoever you are, you got to stop fucking messaging me. I'm getting 5 billion messages from a woman named Joelle. Okay, she's sending me photos. You can send them, guys, you can send photos all in one package. You do not have to send 5 billion fucking photos. I hate to break it to you. Anyway, one more thing I want to talk about, we rant about real quick, is AOC. Have you guys seen the videos of her and our 3 idiot congressmen down at the border yesterday? Good Lord, this is embarrassing. Right? Joaquin Castro, what the hell his name is, the guy running for president who says he wants transgender women to be able to have abortions because it's really important that people with penises have abortions too. He snuck a camera. They went down to a detention facility, or a concentration camp, as she calls it, and he snuck a camera in there illegally. And they took pictures of the women in there, and AOC's down on the ground fucking hugging them and shit. And now she's saying she was attacked by Border Patrol agents, right? And her and our idiot congressman, Ayanna Pressley, and our other 2 idiot congressmen, Joe Kennedy and Lori Trahan, are standing there like morons, right? Down there. Where the fuck do you want these people to go? You tell me, right? They come here, they're trying to get in the country, they're seeking asylum. There's a fucking process, right? You don't just go right in. And we're not sticking you with the hojo. And there's a lot of these people coming over. So we got to put them somewhere. So yeah, shit's going to get crowded. Here's an idea. How about we give them beds? Oh, wait. No, we can't do that. Because the shitheads at Wayfair have decided they're going to walk out because their company is selling beds to the people who have no fucking beds. This is how insane the left has become, right? All these privileged shitheads from fucking Somerville working in Boston at Wayfair. Okay, Joel, you got to stop messaging me, okay? Time out. Please stop. Okay, I'm getting 5 million messages. Please stop. We are doing a live show right now, and every time you message, it interrupts. Please stop, okay? Anyway, yeah, these people need beds. They have nowhere to sleep. And Wayfair, these privileged white guys from some who are like, we're walking out. Oh, you should be fucking fired then. You don't get to choose who you sell to, right? And these people need fucking bet. I mean, how is that helping? How is that helping? The insanity of the left right now. Good Lord. Good Lord. So, I don't even know what to say anymore. AOC's down there hugging people, pretending to care. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, these are American congressmen. And their biggest concern right now are people who are not Americans. I mean, let's be honest. I don't see any Mexican Congress people giving a shit about any of these people. None. They don't give a shit. But we do. Our congressmen do for some reason. I feel bad for them. But there is a process here. There is. Right? Did Wayfair give in to them and send the beds? No, yeah, they sent the beds. Yeah, Wayfair's not fucking stupid. They should have fired all these idiots too. But anyway, that's my AOC rant. I'm so sick of these fucking people. The left has lost its mind. Absolutely lost its mind. And we saw it in the debates last week. And my thoughts on the debates real quick is that who do I think could come out of this and be normal, right? Who could be a normal Democrat? Well, I guess Biden could. But Biden had a really bad debate. He wasn't even bad, right? But just like what works in these debates are quick, stupid one-liners. And Kamala Harris had quick, stupid one-liners about like, we need to stop throwing food at each other and start putting food on the table. Oh, slay queen, slay girl. Oh, yeah, you go. Asks him about busing and calls him a racist and shit. That's what works now. Joe Biden is too old for those games. So he's not good at this anymore. So he's not looking good, right? Bernie's just doing his usual socialist crap up there. The one I was the most impressed by of all 20 of them was Mayor Pete. He was the only adult in the group, right? And Mayor Pete did not have a good debate by the books, right? Because he was too normal, right? That doesn't sell. He's the only one that said, I don't think we should have to repay all these college debts from these privileged little shitheads that went to freaking, BU and have $200,000 worth of loans. I don't think fucking working class people should have to pay for that. So I think it's down to, right now, and how about Beto speaking in Spanish, and Castro, and de Blasio, and Swalwell. Oh, good Lord. Of course, the real gem, I think we can all agree, was Marianne Williamson. I love that lady. I'd never heard her talk before. What a peach she is. Let me tell you something, Donald Trump. We are not going to beat Donald Trump by playing his own game. We will beat Donald Trump with one thing and one thing alone. Love. So Donald Trump, if you are watching right now, I will meet you on that battlefield of love. If you will meet me there. And I will defeat you with love. Okay. And everybody's just watching her like, wow, this lady's a fucking trip, man. Wow, she's cool. Like, she's interesting, at least. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about, but she's interesting. And the two, obviously, of the ones I thought Buttigieg was the most normal, but the two best ones have no shot at winning. And that's Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard. Those are the two most normal of all of them. But the Gabbard's problem is the only thing she can talk about is her anti-war stance. And I think that's cool that she's anti-war. And I think it's cool that she's a veteran. But she's got to talk about some other shit, too. I don't know what the hell she's got to talk about besides that. Andrew Yang, they only let him speak for 2 minutes and 30 seconds and they turn his microphone off. Right? That's it. Andrew Yang is the coolest one of them all by far. But they don't let the man speak. He speaks on Twitter, but they don't let him speak in person because they know that Yang Gang is going to catch on real quick. So ultimately, Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard have no shot, right? The ones that have a shot are, now Kamala Harris is back in the game, right? Pocahontas is right in there. Joe Biden's still in the mix. Bernie's still in the mix. And I guess Buttigieg is in the mix too. Beto is fucking done. He looks so bad. He's absolutely done. Kirsten Gillibrand is the most annoying person on planet Earth. Oh my God. We all knew a Kirsten Gillibrand in high school, didn't we, guys? Right? And ladies. You all knew who this... She was the chick who ran the yearbook club. right? And everything had to be her way in the prom committee and never shut the fuck up. That's who she was. And reminded the teacher that they forgot to collect the homework. That's Kirsten Gillibrand. Good Lord, she doesn't shut the hell up. Oh. So, I think one of those 5 is ultimately going to win this. I pray to God it's Pocahontas, right? That's my hope. Is because I want Trump to win. I don't want to root for Mayor Pete, even though I find him the most likable of the 5 that I just mentioned there. I would still vote for Trump. I'm voting for Trump no matter what. I don't give a shit. Fuck Democrats at this point. But, yeah, when you watch, I want Pocahontas because she has the worst poll numbers, right? She has the worst poll numbers, so she gives them the best shot. And let's be honest, it would be the most entertaining. He would run circles around her. He would have so much fun with that. So I am voting for Elizabeth Warren in the March primary, and so should you. If you're a registered independent, vote for Elizabeth Warren in the Democratic primary. Doesn't mean you're actually voting for her. It means you're voting for her to get to go against Trump. Look at it that way. Because it would be a better matchup, right? You don't actually have to like her to vote for her. This is sabotage. I readily admit. I am sabotaging the election. I'm not violating any rules, but I am intentionally trying to sabotage the election to give Trump the best chance of winning. So there you have it. I confess to voter fraud or whatever that is. So anyway, why don't we go a little questions? Any questions you guys have? I'll answer them now. Didn't Gillibrand wear the thigh-high boots? No, that is Kristen Sinema. Kristen Sinema is one of the coolest Democratic senators in the country, man. And she is sexy as hell, man. She is hot. Kristen Sinema's hot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Kirsten Gillibrand looks all right, too. I think most here would smash Kirsten Gillibrand, but, you know, she'd be one, like, you couldn't get rid of her after that. She's one of those. Let's see what, any other questions you guys have? Oh, good. Alyssa's voting for her just because of Turtle Boy. Now, I believe Alyssa lives in Connecticut. I don't know when your primary is in Connecticut, but maybe, hopefully it's before ours. Yeah, the Failure Swift article. Yeah, she's selling a cure for cancer now, or a antidote for cancer. You read the update today. It's the same bullshit with her over and over again. I haven't talked to my ACLU lawyer since the last time, so I have no real updates on that. All I know is it's moving to federal court, and as you've seen in a bunch of articles, this is caught on nationwide, the Failure Swift article. And I knew it would, because it's so egregious and outrageous, right? So egregious and outrageous that this has caught on. For a judge to tell a media outlet you have to take content down because you quote-unquote hurt your feelings, hurt someone's feelings, that's outrageous. Outrageous. Blatant violation of the First Amendment. That's why the ACLU is taking this case on. Am I doing a blog on the fake kidnapping story? Which one is that, Brittany? Remind me. There's been so many. So many fake kidnappings. When are we getting that border wall? Well, talk to Trump. That was his big thing. He had 2 years of a Republican Congress. He didn't do it. That's on him, man. Sorry. I'll tell you one thing. If we had a border wall, that father and his daughter that snuck across the Rio Grande River and died, they'd be alive today with the border wall. So, nice going. Nice going, assholes. The one from today. There was a fake kidnapping today? I honestly don't remember that one. Oh, is that the one in Springfield from the other day? Oh, I got to get that chick on. Thank you for reminding me. She said she'd come on. All right. Any other questions? The Rhode Island judge is cute. I don't know about that. Do I like the march? What's the march? Straight Pride Parade thoughts? Go back and watch it. I talked about it earlier in the program. Huh. What's up with the fake cigarette deal? What fake cigarette? I don't know what that's talking about. Immigration march? I don't know anything about an immigration march. Are you going to the Kuna rally? Yes, I plan on it. I plan on going to the Kuna rally. That's correct. I'd like to speak at it. I'll talk to Jeff and see what he says. Because that one really fires me up, man. Those people should be alive today. 7 fucking people dead, man. 7 people. Real tragedy. Nice people, too. Good people. No, I haven't had a chance to talk to the Massachusetts ACLU. I'm going to message them this week. How do you keep track of these ratchets? We don't. I don't. As you can see, I hardly even remember people. People like this blog today. I'm like, what blog? I'm like, oh, yeah, those people. I forget about them 2 days later. Anyway, if you guys don't have any last minute questions, we'll call it a night. Give you guys a minute. All right, guys. So it looks like we're all done here. So we will see you all on Thursday for another episode of the live show from the basement. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders.